Fam, what's good, what's good? This your boy Thou, FamOverTV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by, whatever you're doing, I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everybody out there, man. Hope everybody having a great day on this good Monday, top of the week. Hope everybody feeling real good. We got some good content to check out today. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We go get it going. We go get it going. Government shutdown still going on. They had a crazy internet outage today. Amazon, a lot of stuff was down. It's crazy. Then China blamed us for a cyber attack. It's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. Planes still crashing. Salute to everybody in the building. Big viral clips. What up, Mike? Gervais, what up? Pete, what's up, sis? Jen S. What's up with you? Buddha. Angela, the Dow, the boss lady, much love to you. She is in the building. Midwest, Nicola. We're going to wait for a few people to fall in, then we'll get started, y'all. Yes, sir. Anthony, what's up, fam? DJ, what's good? Captain Black, what up, fam? Charisma King, what's good? Salute to everybody in the building. It's good seeing all y'all. Creators create. Got everybody in the building today. Just wait for a few more people to fall in. We're going to get it started. Jeanette, Sojio, what up? Baby Cakes. Appreciate it, fam. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. He said they caught the dude trying to shoot up the airport in the ATL. Damn. Jermaine, Bang Boogie, what up? Somebody tried to shoot up the airport? Crazy, man. Crazy times. Crazy times. For real. Wait for a few people. We'll get it going. We'll get it going, y'all. Matter of fact, we're going to get it going right now. Let's go, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I know people will fall in as we start.
So here at Cyber News Network, continuing to follow the Amazon Web Services. Again, they're still facing some widespread outages, hours after their initial crash that crippled much of the internet. Apps like Reddit, Ring, Venmo, Snapchat, Disney+, even major airlines still remain unstable as AWS engineers scramble to restore the back-end systems. The outage originated from a DNS resolution failure in a Dynamo database within the US East 1 region, one of Amazon's most critical data centers. The single failure cascaded through AWS's global infrastructure, disrupting over 40 major platforms across cloud, streaming, gaming, and finance. Basically, a big thing here, when AWS breaks, the web breaks with it. So we're going to continue to follow this story, continue to follow the monitoring restorations. But again, a lot of apps are going up and down as they're continuing to try to get everything restored on the back end. So that's the very latest that we have. So this is a follow-up story I did 2 days ago about China accusing U.S. of cyber attacks. So this came from their National Internet Emergency Center. So they basically described this as the campaign began in 2022 by exploiting an SMS vulnerability in a foreign phone brand to steal staff data, contacts, messages, photos, locations, and then they used those credentials to pivot into internal systems. Investigators say the attackers deployed a toolbox of 42 specialized implants and modules. The codename packages were eHome, Back 11, new DSZ implant to build multi-layer encrypted tunnels so they could move laterally and steal data at will. Beijing warns this operation could have disrupted critical services, everything from transactions to power and transport. One thing that is key is they have decided not to publicly release any of the information to show 100% proof of this. So independent verification is still pending. So again, that's the latest that we have on this ongoing cyber war between China and the U.S.
Fuck, this news story is crazy. So China has accused the United States outright of cyber attacking their country. This is massive news. This is
Hey, if they accusing us of attacking them, could the internet outage that happened this morning with all the stuff, could that possibility, it might have been them hacking back, like, yeah, let's shut down some of that shit. I don't know. Seemed kind of crazy though, you know what I'm saying? Big Vince, what up? Eric, what up, fam?
huge escalation. And then today, all of a sudden, the United States is experiencing national internet outages. Kind of strange timing, don't you think? And for anyone that wants to go, Hunter, what about a source? Source, those comments, I'll address it. The AP News, Reuters, Newsweek, Bloomberg, and the Economic Times are all reporting on the fact that China, the country, has outright accused America of attacking them from a cyber attack. And this is crazy, right? Because I don't think you understand, I don't think any of us quite fully understand, myself included, of the long-term implications this could have. It is very, very clear that with our leader in office right now, you know, the person in the executive branch, the orange Cheeto, that our relationship with China is going downhill and fast. And I'll say it again and again and again, as someone who has lived in China, the world benefits when the USA and China are best of friends.
Breaking news. We have some major news right now. The world is waking up to the largest internet disruption since the CrowdStrike outage last year. Thousands of websites across the globe went down for several hours. This included many popular apps like Snapchat, Reddit, and games like Roblox. Here's what we know. The outage happened because Amazon Web Services, specifically one of their servers, completely went down. This all started around 3 a.m. Eastern Time and lasted for several hours, causing massive interruptions.
Hey, it's crazy because I didn't know Amazon servers was connected to so many other apps and different sites and everything. Like they servers is basically like the backbone to a lot of these apps and a lot of these other, like a lot of websites and everything. I'm like, damn, I didn't know that. That was crazy. Even like the Amazon warehouses all across the nation was down, like from the outage and everything. Like people, they saying they was at work and everything was shut down and everything. I don't know if they got everything resolved now, but that was crazy. Sweet and GLC. Richie Banks, what up, fam?
Amazon has now announced that the issue is fully mitigated. However, they are warning that it may still take some time for all of these websites to come back online completely. Right now, we don't know the exact cause. We don't know if this was a sophisticated cyber attack or an internal issue within AWS. But this event just shows how fragile the internet really is and how reliant we are on just a few massive companies. At a moment's notice, thousands of businesses worldwide can be interrupted for hours, impacting millions of users and costing fortune. Basically, anything hosted on the AWS cloud server was affected. This is some pretty significant news, and I'm sure we'll learn more about the specific cause over the next several hours. I will be sure to keep you guys updated as soon as we know more.
The internet blacked out and they got everybody panicking right now. Niggas is crashing out, fool. This is just a short list of things that's blacked out right now on the internet, fool. This was from a couple hours ago and people still experiencing these outages right now. And now they talking about systems are down nationwide. Users can't access their home or cameras. That shit crazy. If you in the spot that got a high crime rate, go grab your blicky and stay ready. Situations like this just goes to show you this shit can happen anytime, any place, any day. And from what I'm hearing, it's not just in America, y'all. I'm hearing this shit is global. So let me know where you from down below in the chat and tell me if you experiencing any of these outages.
There's a one.
Man, that shit kind of be, I don't know, man. It might be planned. It might be an experiment. They might just trying to see how people gonna react to something. I don't know. But I know it caused like a little small frenzy, little uproar. People was going crazy with that outage earlier and all day today. Like it give you an example of what would happen if the internet really went down and people didn't have the internet and stuff and some of these apps. Some motherfuckers ain't gonna know what to do. They gonna lose their mind for real. Kip, what up, fam? For real.
100% probability that our sun generating what they call a GMD, which is a solar storm, that hits our Earth and the magnetic field that we have around the Earth and can fry everything that is electric above the ground, including our entire grid.
And this would happen organically, naturally? That's just what the sun does?
It has happened. There was they call it a Carrington event, which happened in, I think it was 1859. And at that time, basically we had telegraph lines, that as far as electricity goes. And it fried our entire telegraph system. It was set up, had to be replaced. And
the entire thing?
The entire thing. And so imagine what that would do now with a very large storm, which there's a 100% chance of it happening. That was a 100-year event, they call that one. And
I'm not good at math, but
the trillions of dollars that it would take to replace all that, plus we wouldn't even get to spend those trillions of dollars because it would take out not only the electricity, but all of our entire infrastructure and our society runs our electricity. We don't know how to live without it. You turn on, there wouldn't be any water in your tap. You couldn't get gas for your car because the whole system is broken down. Everything that we rely upon would be gone. The food would melt in our refrigerators. There would be and they predict within a year, about 90% of the population would be dead from starvation, disease, or, people, it gets back to the Stone Age again.
Man, I hope this don't happen. I hope this is just like just a small probability, like the odds is not good on this. I hope so. Because we do not want to experience that. You know what I'm saying? For real. The grid going down. Oh my God. It might turn into the purge or something for sure. That's crazy. Like, and it's crazy because I didn't really experience the shutdown earlier this morning. I did kind of. I guess if I think about it, it's a few apps that was acting crazy. I couldn't get into, so I guess I did experience a little bit of it, but for the most part, like shit, my shit been working fine today. But I hope this don't happen. I hope the grid don't go down. They've been talking about this grid going down for a long time too.
Killing each other.
Yeah.
Well, that's shocking.
Yeah, so
a bit of information.
That really lifts your day, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, I'm adding that to the Armageddon file that's growing.
Nobody's really talking about it, and in fact, President Trump actually signed an executive order to harden our grid to protect ourselves against an event like this happening. Obama tried to get that going as well, and it's stuck in these regulatory agencies that, and lobbyists, because money needs to be spent. Most of our grid power companies are privately owned, and you can understand them not wanting to spend money on something that might occur. But this is definitely going to occur.
And so it would mean, and this is not from a foreign adversary. This is just a solar cycle, or
well, we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay, but this is, but we're starting with just what nature might do.
Yeah, this is not what you call an enemy. This is, our the sun that we rely upon every day, and these solar storms that happen, and they happen with frequency. And everybody's seen pictures of the sun where the storm is happening and these flares come out and they're ejected out into the solar system, and we just like in packets. And I think it was 2014, we barely missed one by 5 days that went across our path of orbit around the sun. And it's going to happen. And then, once it hits the Earth, there's a 50% probability of it either being us or the Eastern Hemisphere, who's ever exposed to that's the sun.
So, is there anything that you can do? I mean, could you harden our electrical?
Yes, there are simple things that we could actually do that could be built in that would, not only for the military, which we'll get to, but civilian infrastructure to protect it, that relatively inexpensive compared to what it would cost if an event like this happened. And overall, over time, it'd probably be about $100 billion, about the same that we just gave to Ukraine.
So
to protect them from the Russians, and it'd be money spent. Plus, also the process of doing this, it's like a space program. You find out all kinds of other things that actually help society and advance us at our.
Man, think about this, man. Think about this, y'all. Andrew, what's good? Felicia, what's good? Think about this, y'all. Entertainment purposes only, too, before I say this. I don't want to, but I was just thinking, like, if we really wanted to, like, if we went to war with some other countries and everything, like the best war like tactic or plan or anything will be to shut down their communication, shut down their grid. Cause that way won't nothing be able to communicate. They won't be able to send signals through like, through the frequencies and none of that, cause everything will be shut down. It'd be crazy. Like people can't even communicate and nothing like that. Like you don't even need no motherfucking nuclear bomb or nothing. All you need is a motherfucking something to shut everything down. Electric boy, just press the button, everything, internet, everything shut down. It's over. Like, I don't know. Then, like, if it make you think, like, if the aliens were so dangerous, and if they was a harm to us and everything, and I'm pretty sure if aliens, I don't know, whatever. I'm pretty sure they probably smart. They probably can easily shut down the whole world grid. Everybody shit. Hit us with something where ain't nobody got no internet, no communications, none of that type of shit, man. That's kind of crazy, man. For real. Elaine, what's good?
Technology, but they're basically relays, protective relays that could be put at our substations and transformers, that if an event like this happens, kind of similar to kind of a surge protector that you have in your computer, that since that there's a surge like that, and cut it off to protect it frying our transformers.
Yeah, it's getting crazy out here. It's a lot going on.
Thanks for watching.
Y'all.
You can go to tuckercarlson.com for our entire library of everything we've done, and we hope you will.
It's a lot going on. Christy, what's up? And like, I don't know if like they just putting this stuff out into the universe, this energy, like scaring people or what, but it definitely make you think like, damn, you know what I'm saying? At least you got a little thought in your head to, if something do happen, you know what I'm saying? You got an idea of what's going on and everything. At least we ain't just all the way in the dark. We don't want to go all the way in the dark. We don't want the grid to shut down, man. I think that'd be horrible. And like some of these internet outages and these people hacking shit and everything, I be thinking like, it's just my opinion. Like some of this stuff is like planned. They be doing this stuff. I don't know if they be experimenting, just testing the waters to see how people go react in different areas and whatever. But it's something definitely going on, man. You can feel it. For real. Let's keep it going. Hit that like button for me, y'all. Keep the algorithm jumping. I hope not, Captain Black. He said it won't be bad as you think. For real.
I don't even know why I'm here. Knowing the shutdown is, knowing this technical difficulties going on with Amazon. So as you can see, I'm just standing my ass around. Look, they just standing around. There's like some more people around here just standing around. Look at that. Yeah, man, ain't nobody doing shit today. I'm telling you, this is the beginning phases. People think this technology is gonna be sustainable, bro. We're gonna have outages like this all the fucking time. And this is just like the first major outages and everybody's all panicking and shit. Like, bruh, everything is connected to a cloud that you have to put coding in to run the shit.
Or they gonna start having like these outages gonna be happening for them to have a reason to get rid of human employees. Like, man, we had so many outages, we can't afford the wages right now. We gotta lay off some people. Meanwhile, they just updating their whole system with different technology, AI and everything to come in and take over these warehouses and everything. That could be a possibility too, for real. Felicia, thank you for that. Appreciate you.
So when people be like, oh, we're going into a technological revolution and blase, I don't really believe them, because on the cool, man, we got a whole lot of bugs to fix in this shit, man. And it's gonna be a rough road. So for the meantime, I'm just up here getting a free check. I'm just sitting there standing around till they tell me to go home. So I'm basically not giving my energy to Amazon today. I'm actually just chilling. So shout out to the Rockets, everybody out there operating from the soul and not the ego, man. Just be aware of the times that we're living in. Just saying.
It was quite ironic, though. The irony was very glaring. They called it the No Kings Rally. But the great irony, of course, that we pointed out over and over was if President Trump was a king, the government would be open.
Right.
If President Trump was a king, he would have closed the national parks and the National Mall, so they couldn't have had the rally out here. By the way, that's what President Obama did during the shutdown in 2013, closed all the parks and the National Mall.
Tragedy in Hong Kong after a Boeing 747 cargo jet careened off a runway and into the sea, killing 2 airport workers. The plane also collided with a security vehicle. The 4-person flight crew survived, even though the aircraft ended up in the water and broken in 2 parts.
The aircraft collided with the patrol car and pushed the car into the sea.
The 2 employees who were killed were found inside their car after rescuers dove into the sea.
More than 100 United passengers have quite the story to tell tonight after 2 planes clipped wings while taxiing at O'Hare. No one was hurt, but the scare prompted quick action from first responders. Our Jermont Terry is live at O'Hare, hearing from a Chicago man who witnessed it all. Jermont.
Erica, by the time you're taxiing to the gate, most passengers figure they're in the clear. But Bill Marcus's flight back home here to O'Hare left him with a range of emotions and many questions after that plane he was on clipped another aircraft.
We had a collision with another plane.
Video shot by Bill Marcus shows what he saw out of his passenger seat window just moments after landing at O'Hare. He recalls taxiing to the gate. Then,
the next thing I noticed, we stopped short of the gate. I didn't feel any of the collision.
Despite not feeling the jolt, it became clear from his seat, and not to mention the commotion going on the tarmac, there was a major incident.
Gradually see the number of people increasing on the ground. A lot of that, like, then we looked out, and sure enough, you could see our wingtip on the right side had sliced into the rear tail aileron of another large United flight.
Hey, I'm glad that nobody get hurt. I'm glad it was just like a small little incident and everything. But this year, I'm gonna say it again. This year been crazy with like plane crashes and plane incidents and all type of stuff going on. I never heard of this happening in my past years. I don't know if I just never paid attention to it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm paying more attention to these type of situations now and everything since we dialed in and going down these rabbit holes and looking at different stuff. But like in my past years, like you never heard about all this type of shit happening, like planes clipping each other at the airport on the runway and all this. Like, why all of a sudden it's happening so much and so often, like lately? This year, 2025, this year, it's probably been, I bet this year, this had to be the year of the most plane crashes and incidents ever. I'm gonna have to Google and see that and see if this is. I'm pretty sure this year, and the year ain't even over with yet.
Marcus's flight from Wyoming was full. United says the other plane did not have passengers. The airline could not say how or why the two aircrafts came into contact. But judging from the images, it was enough to shake up even an experienced traveler like Marcus.
It did make me think a little bit twice about, what is going on. Is this an FAA situation? Is this a local taxing situation? I've never had an issue like this in my life.
He tells me they sat on the tarmac for another 40 minutes before deplaning. Thankfully, Chicago was his final stop, but anxiety built for many on the connecting flight.
There were some very concerned passengers who were missing flights.
CBS Skywatch captured the airline towing the empty plane away. While Marcus didn't feel the impact when the two planes touched, the separation, well, that's a different story.
Although when they separated the planes, there was some shuddering.
No one was injured, and this experienced flyer hopes this won't happen again.
Hey, Bang Boogie, that's what they used to say. Planes is the safest way to travel. Yeah, I remember they used to say that. But after this year, I'm having my doubts. I don't know if planes is the safest way to travel anymore because it seems like there's been too many freak accidents and tragic accidents happening on them planes lately, man. I don't know. It seemed like that shit might have changed. You'd be better off just taking your chances just driving. For real. It might take a lot longer, but get in that car, drive yourself, man.
At the end of the day, United did a good job. I'm confident I'll still keep flying.
Now, Marcus snapped plenty of images while he was on the plane, but he was wise. He chose not to share any of those pictures to his wife until he got home and could see her face to face because he figured she might be more concerned by those images. We should point out this incident remains under investigation tonight. Reporting live at O'Hare, Jermont Terry, CBS News, Chicago. Erica?
Yeah, glad he and the other passengers are okay. Jermont, thank you.
Damn. Motherfuckers jumped out. They parachuted.
That shit just crashed. Holy fuck.
Damn.
Oh my god!
This shit getting crazy, y'all. It's getting out of hand. That's crazy.
3 people are dead after a plane crash in Bath Township. That's near Lansing. It's a very small town. This happened near the intersection of Clark and Peacock Road. Nobody seems to know why this plane crashed. There have been a lot of videos posted of the smoke just rising over the woods here. The investigation is underway as to what caused this crash.
To these poor, these middle class white people, listen, man. Where you think them pyramids came from? No, they did not come from no motherfucking aliens. Like they want to tell y'all on the History Channel. They want to like the aliens built the pyramids in Egypt. No, man. Tell the FBI to run them files of who they got listed as black extraterrestrials. Us. Tell the Vatican to expose the true records of the planet. Of what they seen when they first got here. Because they still got it all. So it sounds foreign to you for me to be somebody that's looked at as an African American, which is an ex-slave that's supposed to came from Africa off a motherfucking boat. That's how you look at me when you a white person and I talk about this science to you like this. You don't want to hear it. I get it. You've been lied to. So you've been made to think that if I don't put a white trench coat on and I didn't go to Yale, I don't know anything. See? That's okay though. Because I'm gonna give you the truth because the answer is telling me to give y'all the truth. You know, it's some sympathy for y'all in the cosmos because we understand that that's your animal DNA inside of you that makes you act that way. But you gotta tap into the God DEA inside of you and understand who you are. You are a hybrid of animal genetics and these same black people and Latino people that y'all don't be liking, because y'all been lied to, of their genetics. They created you. Actually, the same Satan that they tell you about in the Bible created you. That's who created you. And you're not from this planet, white people. You're from a planet called Nern in the 6th universe. That's what we sent Zeus to, aka Satan, for trying to create you out of dead animals.
Man.
And our genetics. That's what the whole fight in heaven was about. Remember the fight in heaven they told y'all about? Let's remove the Novocaine out the community today. That's what that whole fight was about, white people.
Have you guys seen this 60-minute interview with financial journalist Andrew Sorkin? These two people go into detail about how we're getting ready to see a crash very soon, but they don't explain when or how fast it's going to happen. But I want you to pay attention to the details, y'all. Pay attention. Check this out.
Do you think that we will have a crash or not?
The answer is we will have a crash. I just can't tell you when, and I can't tell you how deep. But I can assure you, unfortunately, I wish I wasn't saying this, we will have a crash.
I know you guys see it, and I know there's no way.
Damn, he got the lizard eye. Oh my God, man.
In hell that lady that's sitting right across from him did not see it, and then she proceeds with the interview. She proceeds to ask him that question, and there was a little lag. Maybe she was trying to tell him about it, but why would they continue the interview? Do y'all see that? And then even her, she doesn't look normal either. Is it me, or does this lady look like some type of gray?
Yeah, she looked like the what they call the one aliens that they said kind of looked like her with the white hair, with the like sandy white hair, Palladians or something. I think she do look kind of weird, but that's crazy, man. The motherfucking lizard eyes, man. And reptilians probably really out here, y'all. They probably really out here, man. Oh my God, we live in a crazy, crazy world, man. Crazy times.
Do you guys see the resemblance over here? Look at this, y'all. And they told us, right, these gray beings were created by the reptilian beings as stewards. Like, they're the ones that go and do the dirty work for the reptilians.
Yeah. Conscious Juice always got his volumes all fucked up. I gotta turn it down a little bit because he got the video volume high as hell, the high pitch all in my ears and everything, man. He always got his volumes all fucked up, man.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. You have no idea who these people are. Your neighbors, your friends, you have no idea. They're not human. They just told y'all. But the jig is up, man. The shift is here. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's continue to get this shift, y'all. Peace in.
Man, that's crazy. He said he still got the same mic. Yeah, man. Oh my God. But that's crazy. That make you think, man. Like they really out here. Then it's been a lot of movies that's pointing towards like that reptilian thing is a real thing that's happening out here. You know what I'm saying? And that's hard to believe. Like just come like a person coming from like, especially coming from where I come from, like, man, ain't nobody really believing that shit. Like, man, reptilian people ain't no motherfucker. They get to laughing so hard, looking at you so crazy. Like, man, yeah, right. But after going down these rabbit holes and seeing all these videos and everything, I think it is like a such thing. I think I think some of these people are really out here, especially how they put into some of the movies and everything. Like, I don't know, man. It's crazy times, man. Crazy times. Let's keep it going. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Keep the algorithm jumping. Let's keep it going, man.
Indictments caused Obama the other day in a podcast to say that right now democracy is being threatened.
Yeah, I know. He says that all the time. He's the one that threatened it by spying on my campaign. He started it. Obama spied on my campaign, and he did it knowing it was illegal. He knew it was illegal, but he started the whole thing, and there were a lot of dishonest people, and I suspect they'll be caught.
If martial law has been declared, this is what you need to do immediately. Share this with everyone. If you've been paying attention, you know we're close. When martial law hits, normal life is gone in an instant. What you do in the first hours could be the difference between freedom and control. Pay attention because the warning signs are already here. Informants will be everywhere. Neighbors, coworkers, even family members. Fear and pressure will turn good people into government snitches. Anyone could sell you out. Stand out as too prepared and you'll be marked as a threat. On the outside, look desperate, compliant, and harmless. Behind the scenes, always ready. If they can see it, they can seize it. Food, medicine, and fuel gone in seconds under the banner of the greater good. Hide it, bury it, or scatter it in places no one would suspect. Roads will choke with blockades, ID scans, and patrols. Every stop is a risk of detention or worse. Stay put, stay hidden, or move through back roads that they don't already have control of. Admit you're armed and you've painted a target on your back. To survive, your weapons must not.
If you don't believe in aliens and werewolves and mermaids and all of the strange stuff that people talk about, come to Vegas. Walk down Fremont Street. Just walk. Promise you, you ain't got to say nothing. You ain't got to buy nothing. You ain't got to do nothing. You will see some shit down there. I promise.
I already know that this is going to be the next close the door meme. He said, that ain't what I asked you to do. Look at this video.
I, Roberta McCoy, given faith and stand in unity with the vision of Perfected Church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
Man, what the fuck, man? Oh my God, man. I just hate to see this type of shit. Like, why people are fucking sheeps and just like, why do you like why? Why? Like, how do you fall into this trance like this? And like, I don't understand this, man. And it made me mad because this is how my mama used to be, man. My mama used to be going to church, man, giving them motherfuckers all the money and everything. I'm like, man, mama, I'm talking about, she's like, yeah, you got to tithe. You got to give them the tithes and the blessings will come back. Man, her check, man, she giving them motherfuckers half her check, man. I'm like, man, fuck no, man. This shit. And then he talking about, see, y'all not listening. I said, if you got 1,000 plus another 1,000. Man, these preachers and pastors don't be shit, man.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
So Bishop Marvin Williams was asking for $2,000. And this woman right here, she came up with $1,200. Maybe that's all she had, and it's still a problem. Now, when things like this happen, you gotta watch exactly what you say and how you say it.
Then you giving the church all your money. Let your ass get into a crisis where you can't pay your mortgage or you having hard times and everything, man. You got to go to the church and you might ask the pastor, I need some help. I can't pay my mortgage this month. And see what the outcome gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the odds is. You might not get that help that you're looking for. He might give you some words of encouragement. Now, sister, you know, you gotta have faith in God. You know, everything will work on out and everything. But he ain't gonna come out that motherfucking checkbook and give you no paper like you giving him paper and everything. I mean, I can't stand this type of shit, man, for real.
I get it. If you needed $2,000, that's understandable. But this lady brought everything that she had. And it's a problem? No, sir. I don't agree with this at all. That's not something to say to somebody, and it's not right. And then y'all be wondering why y'all be going viral and people be saying so much about y'all. Yeah, that's the reason. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Who was wrong? Was she wrong or was he wrong? Like for more.
The system wasn't built for you to win. You went to school to memorize facts you never use. You were trained to raise your hand, wait your turn, and follow instructions. Then they told you, get a job, work 40 hours a week, give half of it to tax, retire at 67 if you're lucky. That's not a life. That's a script. And most people don't question it because they're too tired from living it. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's when you realize freedom was never going to be handed to you. You have to build it. And that's why I teach digital products, because ownership is the only way out. No boss, no begging, no clocking. You move different when you know the system was never designed to serve you. It was designed to use you. Break the script or stay stuck in it.
Break the script or stay stuck in it. I like that.
So they tell us to recycle to save the planet, right? Reduce waste, protect resources, cut pollution, and all that type of stuff. But what they don't tell you is what they actually transmute this plastic into, which is synthetic fibers that end up polyester, nylon, acrylic, which end up in our clothes, in our babies' clothes, right? And then these things end up in our skin because when we wash it and all this type of stuff, it turns into microplastics. And microplastics has the ability to enter our skin because our skin is the biggest organ. And now we have this stuff inside of our lungs, our kidneys, our bloodstream. Look at this, y'all. All of this stuff is going inside of our body. So
damn, I didn't know they use waste to make polyester, nylon, spandex. I did not know that. Like, damn, learn something new every day.
All of these so-called new hip clothes that men and women are wearing alike, you know, the Lululemons and these workout gears, all of this is created from synthetic fibers that contain microplastics now that you are absorbing. And this thing is hurting you on an energetic level because this makes your biofield weaker. This is not about saving the planet at all. This is about keeping humanity looping through an artificial ecosystem. We are divine beings. Divine beings need to wear cotton, hemp, linen, bamboo, and all these things that actually help strengthen your bio. That's why they make these.
That's crazy. Hey, salute the Red Cap. Red Cap say third world countries buy our trash and make stuff and sell it back to us. Damn, that's cold. And I'm sure that's exactly what's going on too. I bet that's exactly what they be doing too.
These new clothes look appealing to the other sex because they want you to buy this, but it's hurting you on an energetic level.
Unfortunately, I think this is just the beginning. So I've learned when people tell you what they're going to do, don't ignore them. So when the UN and Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab tell you that they've got a UN 2030 plan with sustainable development goals. I think there are 17 or 21 of them. And every one of them says, you won't be traveling, you won't have a private car, we won't be using international shipping to move goods around, there won't be any flights except military or perhaps very rich people. You won't own anything and you'll be happy. You probably won't live in your own house. You'll be using much less energy for everything, including heating, manufactured goods, and so on. When they tell you that, you should assume that they're serious about it. And so I think COVID has been part one of a multi-act play that's going to take 10 years that will destroy.
Damn, he even using the code word, man. He said he think it was a part of a multi-act play. Everybody knows all this shit is a play, man.
The liberal democracies completely. If you think living in a democracy, now ask yourself who you could vote for that would change this. Because I don't think there's anyone you can vote for anywhere that is guaranteed things. So I don't have an answer, but I'm telling you, I think we're sliding down through the gates of hell. I'm speaking out. There's nothing in it for me. I've lost lots of money, all my friends. I'm away from my home and family, and I'm speaking out because as I close, I am absolutely sure what I've told you is substantially true.
First, it was America. Well, no, wait. It was the UK. No, actually, y'all, it is so hard to keep track of what's going on because every other week, it seems that another country's government is collapsing. And now Australia is letting us know that in less than a month, it seems that their government is going to be shutting down. Australia just announced that due to manufacturing breakdowns, their whole society and their government is on the verge of collapsing. There are talks of supermarkets going empty. The shelves have no food whatsoever, and then hospitals are shutting down because they are running low on supplies. And they're saying that next month could be it, y'all.
Firing up to save the nation's manufacturing industries. The BlueScope CEO bringing the fight to the Capitol, putting the federal government on notice about gas supply and prices.
We're at a tipping point. This is a very serious crossroad for manufacturing. We're already seeing manufacturing industries close or move offshore. I think that's too high cost to pay for the Australian economy.
Taking centre stage at the Press Club to launch the Fair Gas Prices campaign. Mark Vasella calling for urgent reform to fix the East Coast broken gas market and ensure there is gas in the pipeline for steel, building materials and food production.
It's a cost of living issue, a manufacturing issue, and a national energy security issue. Our jobs, our industries, and our energy independence all rely on it.
Australian gas suppliers squeezing local manufacturers with the highest industrial prices in the world. Homegrown companies struggling to keep their lights on, paying up to 3 times more for gas than overseas competitors like the US and Qatar.
We now have the bizarre situation in the Eastern Australian market where over the past decade, domestic gas demand has fallen by over 20%. Volumes have increased massively, and yet gas prices have more than doubled.
The campaign recommending an East Coast gas reservation policy and a $10 gigajoule price cap to restore international competition. Warning thousands of jobs are under threat, as well as one of the federal government's centrepiece policies.
But future made in Australia is dependent on affordable gas. If there's no gas, there's no future made in Australia.
It's like the entire planet is getting hit with a cosmic reset switch, and we the people, the important factor in all of this, is blindfolded. We're doom scrolling, and our governments are shut down, and they're not letting us know anything what's going on. The Matrix is literally rewriting itself, and we have no idea what's going on. We're just going along for the ride. Michael Jackson was really right, y'all. They really don't care about us, man. Literally. The shift is here, man. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's continue to get it. Peace and bro.
Hey, it's crazy because I be so locked in on our bubble, you know what I'm saying, what's going on over here in the States and everything, but I'm sure it's shit going on everywhere. I'm sure like all these different countries and everything going through their own little things and everything, having their problems and everything. And like it's weird times right now. All across the world, everybody is affected by all these crazy times right now. Like it's some weird times right now. And speaking about gas, man, I'm mad at Trizzy right now because Trizzy said he want to go let the gas prices go up, man. The gas is high right now, man. And it's been high for a minute now. I thought it was going to go back down or whatever, but no, man. That gas price then went up, man. I don't like that, man. But I guess so much going on. Ain't nothing we can do, whatever, man. It's crazy, man. Crazy times, man.
If y'all don't think this shutdown was planned, then I don't know what's wrong with you. This shutdown was 100% planned. All right, look, think about it, right? You got Medicaid and Medicare losing funding, right? You got food stamps losing funding. You got major internet services outages. Like, think about it. And now you got the federal courts losing money, almost out of funding. How? Think about it. The federal court, this government shutdown was planned, bro, for the next phase that's coming, for a one world government, bro. That's what they putting into play right now behind the scenes. All the things I just mentioned, like the Medicaid, the food stamps, the federal court system funding, is the first time that ever happened in American history, bro. Like, what?
Hey, only thing I can say is my opinion, everything is planned, y'all. Everything. Ain't none of this shit just like spontaneous, just spur of the moment things happening. I don't even think, at this point in my life, I don't even think the weather is like, it's just happening. You know what I'm saying? Mother Nature, just spontaneous, just happening out the blue and everything. I think everything is planned. I think they controlling the weather. They controlling everything, like far as the economy. They controlling people's emotions, feelings. They controlling everything. I think it's all planned, man. This government shutdown, like it's all part of a play. Like, yeah, we're gonna shut it down for us to see, like these internet outages, all this shit is all plays, man. I think it's all planned. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. We will see, but like I be saying, shit, stay on wave, y'all. Take it day by day. Protect your peace watching these videos, man. Just try to stay positive through all this crazy stuff. Keep that good energy. Keep that love around. And y'all be all good, man. Keep vibrating those high frequencies. In the end, somehow, some way, we will win. You feel me? But salute to my content management, moderators, everybody in the chat. I appreciate all y'all, man. It's good seeing all y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe before you leave if you haven't already. It's your boy Thou, FamOverTV. Peace and love, health and wealth to all y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Fam over.